5 everyday design freakers you never knew had a perpeta. Let's get right into it. Number 1, the bumps on the F and J keys. Take a look at your keyboard. The F and J keys usually have a small raised line or bump. These bumps help you position your hands without looking down at the keyboard. When touch typing, your index fingers rest on F and J. Your other fingers naturally fall onto the keys beside them, forming what is known as the home row. By feeling for these two bumps, you can quickly return your hands to the correct position and continue typing. If your keyboard has a separate number pad, you'll usually find a similar bump on the number 5. It helps your finger locate the center of the number pad by touch. It's a tiny detail, but it helps us type faster without constantly looking down at the keyboard. Number 2, the arrow next to the gas pump symbol. Have you ever driven an unfamiliar car into a gas station and suddenly realized you didn't know which side the fuel door was on? Look at the gas pump symbol on the dashboard. On many vehicles, you'll see a small arrow beside it. The arrow points left, the fuel door is on the left side of the car. If it points right, the fuel door is on the right. This is especially useful when you're driving a rental car, borrowing someone else's car, or getting used to a new vehicle. You'll know which side should be closest to the pump without stepping outside to check. However, not every car has this arrow. If you only see the gas pump symbol, don't try to guess by looking at the direction of the hose in the icon. That design isn't consistent across every vehicle. Number 3, the tiny hole at the bottom of a padlock. Besides the keyhole, some padlocks have another tiny opening at the bottom. Its main purpose is drainage. Padlocks are often used outdoors on gates, fences, and storage sheds. Rain and moisture can enter through the small openings around the shackle. If water remains trapped inside, the metal components may begin to rust. In colder climates, the water can also freeze and completely jam the locking mechanism. The tiny hole gives water and moisture a way to escape, helping the padlock continue working in outdoor conditions. On some models, the opening can also be used to apply lubricant to the internal mechanism. However, you should check the manufacturer's instructions before using any type of oil or lubricant. Number 4, the tiny pocket on your jeans. Tiny pocket inside the front pocket of your jeans can seem almost useless. Too small for a phone, and sometimes even getting a coin out of it can be difficult. But it wasn't created for modern objects. On the earliest Levi's jeans in the 19th century, this pocket was designed to hold a pocket watch. These watches were commonly carried on chains before wristwatches became popular. The small pocket kept the watch secure and separated from other objects in the wearer's pocket. Today, people use it for coins, lighters, small keys, or anything else that fits. The design has remained, even though the object it was originally created to protect has almost disappeared. Many people call it the fifth pocket, but on the earliest jeans, this tiny pocket existed before the second back pocket was added. So historically, it isn't actually the fifth pocket. Number 5, the loose hook on a tape measure. Try moving the metal hook at the end of a tape measure. You'll notice that it slides slightly backward and forward. Many people assume the hook has become loose and the tape measure is no longer accurate, but it's designed to move. When you hook the tape over the outside edge of an object and pull, the metal hook slides outward. When you push it against an inside surface, such as the inside of a box or doorway, it slides inward. That small movement compensates for the thickness of the metal hook itself. This allows the tape's 0 point to adjust automatically for both types of measurement. You can measure from an outside edge or against an inside surface without adding or subtracting the thickness of the hook. So if the hook moves by a small, controlled amount, it isn't broken. That movement is actually helping the tape measure accurately. Sometimes what looks like a flaw is the smartest part of the entire design. Those were 5 everyday design features you never knew had a purpose. Is there a detail on an everyday object you've always noticed but never understood? Leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.